Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Washington Wild Things Ballpark. This will be game one of a doubleheader here in the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy. I already got it all lined up. We have on tap today two games between the Road Warrior Black Sox visiting team and the Joe Torre-led Wolfpac. The Wolfpac are, I believe, in second place in the league, just behind the Killer Bees, half game back with the Road Warrior Black Sox a couple games behind them. Last matchup between these two teams was a couple days ago when the Road Warriors took a 10-1 win, riding a lot of hot offense and the arm of myself, Matt Reitz. Should be a good matchup today as the Road Warrior Black Sox are starting with Eric Morrell on the bump, and the Wolfpac are using Medina to start the game for them. Medina looks to be a hard-throwing righty, featured a couple sliders in those warm-up pitches that had nice, tight, darting movement into the zone. The leadoff batter for the Road Warrior Black Sox will be Taylor Olmsted. Taylor Olmsted is a newer addition to the team, has been mostly in right field where he is today and been high in the order as he's a guy with not the fastest wheels, but is taking bags consistently in his time here as he's able to get good jumps and do a good job of advancing 90 feet to set up the guys behind him to drive in some runs. The starting defense for the home team Wolfpac is Medina, the pitcher, his battery mate Alvarez behind the dish. Third base, we got Slayton Vaughn. At second base, we have Salcedo. Third base, we have Joe Torre, as that one misses inside for ball one. Shortstop is Mitch Pianick, who is a former affiliated product and has come to us after bouncing around the Frontier a little bit. As Medina comes set, takes his lift and fires one that's fouled back, another fastball. Left field, we have Simone. Center field, Cody Lovejoy locking it down out there after spending some time in the Atlantic League. And right fielder is Joe Impaduglia. The Wolfpac could be called the Cup of Joes as they have 3 or 4 Joes on the roster, as Taylor Olmsted sends this fastball right back up the middle for a single. And the Road Warrior Black Sox will get the hit party started early as leadoff man Taylor Olmsted gets on. And that'll bring up lefty James Smybert, who is from the Great White North, our lovely neighbors in Canada. Smybert was part of the group that went to the American Association to go play against Winnipeg, filling in for Sioux City, as he takes fastball ball one as that's just off the plate. Smybert playing shortstop today for the Road Warriors. We've seen him a little bit at third and a little bit at second, as Taylor Olmsted gets a really early jump, shuts it down and keeps it going as he steals second on the ball outside to Smybert. And that's really been the staple of his game. Find a way on base, get into scoring position sooner rather than later. Give the guys in the 2, 3, 4 spots in the lineup a chance to drive you in early. Road Warriors is trying to do everything they can to get an early one across. As Smybert hits that one down the first base line, fielded behind the body by Slayton Vaughn, kind of reached back and extended those long limbs of his. Taylor Olmsted will advance from second to third. And we have one out with the 3-hole hitter Carson Mccurdy playing first base today. McCurdy also part of that group that went to Winnipeg to fill in for Sioux City. McCurdy also stuck around as Milwaukee followed Sioux City in Winnipeg with a series there. So he played for the Explorers and the Milkmen against the Winnipeg Golden Eyes. Slightly overcast day today. About 65 degrees outside. A little cool, but it feels good to be playing the game as McCurdy takes a swing and a miss at something running away from him. Don't know quite if that was a fastball or if the depth was there for a changeup. McCurdy, big body, big lefty, slightly open stance as Medina comes set with a leg lift and an early separation as that one misses off the plate arm side for Medina away to McCurdy, ball one. Medina lifts, fires. McCurdy single up to the middle. That will score Olmsted easily. And the Road Warriors strike first here in the top of inning number 1 with a RBI by Carson Mccurdy. That brings up Frank Potko with one out and McCurdy on first base. Potko playing third base for the Road Warriors today. Seen him also at first and filling in as the DH as he's a big bat in the lineup. As he swings and misses at a slider. Julio Medina is our starting pitcher. There's that slider that I mentioned and saw in warmups. Looks like he threw another one, but this time misses inside as Potko has to kick his feet out of the way. McCurdy gets his lead as Medina comes set. High leg kick, fires and fastball. Off the dish, 2-1 our count. Another slider there as Frank Potko just manages to foul that one off. The Road Warriors had an interesting start to the season here as they started off the year 2-12, dug themselves a little bit of a hole, and then came roaring back in the second block of our season as they are now one game above 500. So the Killer Bees are leading the way in the Yinzer League. They are 29-18. 2 games back at 28-20 is the Wolfpac. And 3 games back of the Wolfpac at 25-24 are the Road Warrior Black Sox here as the count moves to 3-2. As Potko takes ball 4 there. And it's interesting because the Road Warriors actually leading the league in runs scored as a team with 319. And the next closest is Wolfpac at 293. So a decent margin there. And interesting enough, the Road Warriors are second in runs allowed at 257, trailing Bees at 224. So the record is a little bit trending. That's due to that slow 2-12 start as Derek Hurt takes ball 1 high. Hurt the DH today. Usually patrolling center field for the Road Warriors. Takes ball 2 down below the zone, so 1 high, 1 low. Medina looking to split the difference between those two and not let this thing go 3-0 with Hurt. Hurt's a powerful batter, batting 4-hole. 5-hole, batting the 5-hole. Coming from Maryville College. Member of the USA South Athletic Conference, as Hurt takes a fastball inside. I also came from the same college, went to Covenant College, and the Road Warrior starting pitcher Eric Morrell went to LaGrange, also member of the USA South Athletic Conference. So D3 baseball well represented here on the Road Warrior Black Sox team, as Hurt takes a fastball, strike 1. Three and 1 our count, 1-0 our score here in the top of the first with just 1 out. Man on first and second. As Hurt takes ball 4 low, gets away from Alvarez. McCurdy takes a look and rounds third, just looking at it, seeing if he can sneak in to score a second run there. But we'll have bases loaded for Spencer Henn playing second base. Henn spent some time with the Southern Illinois Miners at the beginning of the year, got signed off of the Barnstorming Tour, one of many. And just as recently as last night, or I guess 2 nights ago, was signed to the Washington Wild Things here. Was supposed to start in their series opener against the Florence Yalls on Friday night, but that game got rained out. They ended up playing a doubleheader yesterday. Counts 0-0. Counts 0-1. As Henn turns on a fastball, clearly sitting dead red there, and fires that one hard and foul into the Road Warrior bullpen over on the third base side. Medina does a good job getting ahead here in a crucial situation, 0-1 on the batter. Slider doesn't quite get back to the dishes. Henn has to get out of the way of that one. 1-1 our count. Ball also kind of got away from Alvarez, just a couple feet though. Medina, not the most typical arm action. I mean, it is just a standard righty slot. As Henn taps that one back to Medina, who goes home to Alvarez, gets the force on McCurdy, who then fires to Slayton Vaughn at first base, but with Henn barreling down the line and the throw going into the line, Vaughn comes off the bag as Henn will be safe at first, but they do get the crucial second out at the dish, not allowing the run to score there. That will bring up Marshall Rich, who is doing the catching duties for the Road Warriors today, as he takes a fastball inside. Rich, a recent addition, has come out of the gates hot, hitting everything that moves, it seems, well up the middle. Rich was the everyday catcher in Southern Illinois for the first almost 2 months of the season, as that one is up and in for ball 2, 2-0 our count. Rich was teammates with Henn when they were both in Southern, and teammates again here in the Yinzer, as he looks to deliver a 2-out knock as he takes a fastball there for strike 1. 2-1 our count, but Rich is looking to knock in a couple runs here, as with Hurt has good wheels and Henn does too, so a well-placed ball could clear the bases if it's hit well enough but a single should score 2. As that one is fouled off over the bleachers towards the highway, but not quite enough juice to get onto 79. As we have Owen Reith in the crow's nest pointing out where that foul ball went, going to direct traffic and get that ball recovered. 2-2 our count. Medina kicks and fires a slider. Medina thought it was good as he started trotting off the mound, thinking he had strike 3 there. The umpire, Joe, disagrees. 3-2 our count with 2 outs. The runners will be moving on the pitch. As Marshall Ridge digs in for this crucial 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the first. A good chance for the Road Warriors to really jump ahead and put up a crooked number. Slider thrown by Medina. Rich comes up empty on the swing. Medina will escape the bases loaded jam, just allowing run to score on 2 hits, a walk, and 3 runners left stranded. Eric Morrell, the starter, also part of that group that did go to the American to play against the Winnipeg Golden Knights in Manitoba, Canada. Morrell's stats here. He has 5 appearances and 13 in the 3rd innings. Leaving a little to be desired as far as command goes, but when he's in the zone, he is money. He'll face leadoff hitter Mitch Pianick. Pianick originally went to the Reds and was in their organization, their minor league system, for a couple years. I personally crossed paths with Pianick in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail last year in Florence, as we both played on the Florence side against Lexington. He's a man of many tools, as he plays in pretty much anywhere on the field, infield or outfield. Switch hits, goes from the left and right side. And last year in the Bourbon Trail, he was also pitching. So a true 5-tool type of guy, with a bit of weird combinations of those tools. He runs extremely well, as he takes ball 1 outside. And strike 1 there from Morrell. Yeah, Pianick runs extremely well. Has hit a couple bombs already here in just a few games, as he joined us last week, I believe, as he slaps that one up the middle for a single just out of the reach of James Smybert, the shortstop. And the Wolfpac are on the board here in the hit column with their leadoff guy. It brings up right fielder Joe Impaduglia, the big lefty. Someone who has maximized their frame, as you can't say he's missed a day in the gym. He takes ball 1 below the zone there. Morrell working from the first base side of the rubber with the lefty up. As that one misses outside, 2-0 to Impaduglia. Impaduglia, one of those guys you got to be careful with in your counts. Obviously, you want to get ahead, but especially the guys like him who will flash the power and the speed. As strike one comes across. Impaduglia, guy who can turn a single into a triple after just 2 more pitches. He'll steal his way around, but he'll also put a ball in the gap and coast into third off the bat as well. As he takes a big swing there and hits that one hard, but well foul. Pulled it. Count moves to 2-2 as Morrell gets a new ball. Pianick gets his lead at first. Doesn't look anything too crazy. As takes another step. A pick off to first. Check on Pianick. Nothing doing over there. There's no need for Carson Mccurdy even to apply a tag. Morrell steps back onto the rubber. Gets his sign and comes set. Pianick not going. This one hit. Sounded good, but hit really high, and the outfielders are coming in, as Taylor Olmsted and Berto converge in right center, and Olmsted will take it for out number 1. Brings up the big first baseman, Slayton Vaughn. Vaughn spent most of this season on the Brilliant Sox. Brilliant Sox have been sellers as of late, as they are well out of contention. Wolfpac able to snag him and add to their lineup as he takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Morrell gets the signs from Rich, comes set. Fires a fastball over the dish. Strike 1, 1-1 our count now. Rich setting up outside. Fastball finds him. 1-2 as Vaughn just wants to take a couple pitches. Clearly hunting something he hasn't quite seen yet. Vaughn takes a big rip at that one, gets those big arms extended, but this one is well foul. Vaughn leading the league in doubles, and it's not even close. That one is hit hard to Hen at second base. Full sprints to the bag to take it himself, and then fire over to Mccurdy to get Vaughn. The unusual ground out into a double play for Vaughn as he's been batting .291 on the year, just a tick under 300. Slugging .530, however, with 16 doubles. He does have 6 home runs, one courtesy of me yesterday, or 2 days ago, as he hit a 3-2 slider into the parking lot. Due up for the Road Warriors in the top half of the second will be got 8-9-1 in the order. Nate Thompson, Bradley Roberto, and then back to the top with Taylor Olmsted. Score is 1-0 after 1 inning of play. The Wolfpac mustered in just 1 hit. The leadoff batter, Mitch Pianick, and he didn't even get off first base as he was the force out at second in the double play to end the inning. Alvarez sends the throw down to second, and we will be just underway here in the top of inning number 2. As Thompson steps in, and we will be underway in inning number 2. Medina with the slightly unusual delivery is he has a typical standard leg kick, but at the top of that leg kick, he'll separate his hands early as that one misses high. And we'll go from there. Not too uncommon. As Nate Thompson takes a big swing but comes up empty there. Not too uncommon these days for a pitcher to separate a little earlier. Is a lot of good early separation does. Fixes a lot of problems that any pitcher may have. And if it's something as easy as just separate your hands early, why not try it? Medina kicks and fires. That one misses inside, and it looked a little low. 2-1 our count to the 8-hole leadoffs in the second inning batter, Nate Thompson. Nate Thompson connects to this one, hits it high over to the first base side of the infield. As Slayton Vaughn will get underneath it, just takes a couple steps in and a little bit to his right for out number 1. That'll bring in the lefty 9-hole hitter, Bradley Roberto, who slaps the first pitch he sees over shortstop Mitch Pianick for a single. Back to the top of the order with the right-hander Taylor Olmsted, as Medina will step and absolutely fire over to first base to keep Berto close at the bag. Berto getting back safely. A lot of times players will joke that it's not the best move, but that was absolutely the best move as he does it again. Really trying to take that second out and get the second out himself after surrendering the hit to Berto. As Olmsted takes a big swing at a fastball that probably missed the zone but looked good. 0-1 our count. Medina picks over to first again. Concerned about Berto over there. Berto will take a bag if you let him. Does have a decently aggressive lead. I would guess he's going here. There he is, off to the run. As he'll get into second base there as the throw from Alvarez just quite can't get there in time. 1-1 our count as that one misses just off the plate. Berto at second base now. Good RBI opportunity for Taylor Olmsted. As Medina will lift into an inside move to check on Berto. Medina throws a slider that's hit well into the left field corner off the wall, as that'll score Berto from second easily. And Olmsted, will slide into second with a double. Looked like a good pitch as the slider got to the outer part of the plate, but Olmsted just on it there. As the Road Warriors add another to make it 2-0. Good job of Olmsted just trading places with Berto at second base. And that one was hit hard enough and hit the wall pretty quickly that if Berto didn't take that base earlier in the at-bat to get to second, I'm not sure he scores there. That'll bring up the shortstop, James Smybert. As he takes a fastball below the zone, ball 1. 1-0 our count now to Smybert. As he's looking to take notes from Olmsted and get his own double and trade places to score another. Olmsted on the run. Smybert sends this one up the middle. That'll score Olmsted easily as he was stealing third. A little improvised hit and run action as Smybert got a pitch he liked and sent it right back up the middle. For a single, 3-0 Road Warriors. That'll bring up 3-hole first baseman Carson Mccurdy. McCurdy spent a lot of time this year with the West Virginia Power earlier in the season. As he takes ball 1 below the zone. Smybert with the lead over at first base. McCurdy hits this one hard, but right at Impaduglia, who throws to first base Slayton Vaughn to try and get Smybert, who went halfway on the contact. But Smybert gets back safely. It's a good barrel by McCurdy, just unfortunate placement as that was right at Joe Impaduglia, who had to take one step to his left for that one. That'll bring up Frank Podclose. Smybert steals on the slider. That was low and outside. Alvarez did a good job just to get to that one and keep it and glove it cleanly. But no throw there as Smybert takes the bag easily. Inside move from Medina just to check on Smybert. Nothing doing, no throw. as with that high leg kick, the Road Warriors have been able to take second base rather easily. Alvarez is a good catcher with a quick release and a good enough arm to get a lot of runners. But he needs a pitcher to help him out there. So we go to a 2-0 count to Frank Potko. Kick, deliver. 3-0 our count now. Potko might have the green light here with 2 outs and a runner in position. Nope, ball 4 there as that one doesn't reach. Potko will take his base, and that will bring up Derek Hurt. Medina kicks and fires strike 1 to Derek Hurt, who thought that was a little inside, but umpire said it was there. Another pitch in the exact same spot. 0-2 to Hurt with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Smybert will be looking to score from second with the base knock. That one misses inside off the plate as Medina walked halfway to the foul line thinking he had strike 3. Seen that a couple times already from Medina. Don't know if he thinks that ball should be called a strike or if he's just trying to sell it and buy strike 3 there, but umpire not caving to him as that slider misses. 2-2 now. Medina kicks and delivers. Slider that's swung at but whiffed. Strike 3 to end the inning as the Road Warriors add 2 more there on a couple hits. RBIs by Taylor Olmsted, who had a double and then came around to score while stealing and being driven in on the RBI from James Smybert. Eric Morrell will be looking to get a 0 here and get his team back in the dugout, see if they can keep putting up runs for him. Saw something interesting today as Joe Torre was warming up before the game in a Killer Bees jersey. Noticed him doing that a couple days ago. Clearly he's very focused on overtaking the Bees for the 1 spot here in top position in our league. As they're only a couple games back, it's a good goal to have. They need to take care of business here today. They got 2 games with the Road Warriors. Getting 2 will go a long way to accomplishing that goal of taking down the Bees. That'll bring up the left fielder, Simone. As that one is fouled off for strike 1. Simone also part of the group of guys named Joe. As Morrell kicks and fires, as that one is fouled off of Simone. As he's looking to walk that one off. Everybody here getting a little nicks and bruises here on this at bat. As umpire Joe and Marshall Grips, the catcher, have a conversation to buy Simone a little bit of time. Joe, the umpire, wiping away a couple turf pellets away from home plate. That one got Simone good. Morrell kicks and deals a fastball off the dish, and Simone does a good job fighting that one off. That one is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. That one fouled off as well. Oh, to our count here. Rich asking for one way off the dish. Morrell obliging, but that one's also a little up. 1-2 our count is. We finally have a pitch in this at bat Simone doesn't swing at. Morrell working quick, fires another one. This one also fouled off to the first base side. This one, fastball, fired and fouled back again by Simone. Morrell kicks a sign, kicks and deals. Anybody want to take a guess what just happened? Foul ball. Simone doing a good job just keeping this bat alive and extending and making Morrell throw him a few extra pitches here. As that one's finally put in play. Spencer Hunt, the second baseman, underneath it in shallow right field. That'll be the first out of the inning. Tough at bat there by Simone. But Morrell eventually wins it, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Cody Lovejoy. Lovejoy spent some time in the Atlantic League as he takes ball one here inside. Ball two, as that one's a good pitch, but just misses. Fastball in off the dish. That one finds the zone. 2-1 our count there. Ball three there. Is that one bounced in the left-hand batter's box, corralled by Marshall Rich. Lovejoy in the driver's seat this whole at bat so far. as he takes ball 4 also in off the dish. Those aren't big misses by Morrell, but not quite there to draw swings from Lovejoy, and that'll bring up the seasoned veteran in Joe Torre. Joe Torre wearing jersey number 37 this at bat as he takes strike 1. Joe rocked a couple different jerseys last game, trying to find one that had a hit in it. As he swings and misses through that one, 0-2 here to Morrell to Torre. Morrell picks off over and checks on Lovejoy at first base. Doesn't want him getting too comfortable after issuing a free pass. As Torre connects with this one into left field for Nate Thompson, who ranges under into left center and collects that for out number 2. Lovejoy not going anywhere as he retreats back to first base. And that'll bring up the catcher, Alvarez. That one in the turf, 1-0 to Alvarez. Anthony Alvarez spending the entire season here in the Yinzer with the Wolfpac. Been doing a good job as he's been catching more often than not for the Wolfpac. As he takes a fastball up by the brain bucket, 2-0. That one reaches the outside part of the plate, 2-1. This one hit to Smybert, who flips it over the short way to Hen at second base for the fielder's choice to end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Wolfpac as they get one man on base via the walk, but are unable to cash him in as Morrell strands another. Our score after 2 is 3-0 in favor of the Road Warriors. Up to bat to lead off the top of the third for the Road Warriors will be Spencer Henn. Medina back out there for his third inning of work as he throws a first pitch slider that Henn cannot lay off of for strike one. Fastball there, finds the zone. 0-2 our count here to the leadoff batter, Spencer Henn. Medina kicks and fires a slider, running away from Henn, but also into the left-handed batter's box. That one will be 1-2, as that one does not find the call. Little front door slider doesn't quite reach the plate. 2-2 our count now. Medina gets his sign, kicks and fires a fastball. Henn hits it high into the right side. Looks like it's going to be fouled off into the bleachers, as we'll do the 2-2 again. Medina, a fastball. Henn hits this one a high, but just to left field, a can of corn over there for Joe Simone. That'll bring up the catcher, Marshall Rich, with one out here and nobody on in the top of the third. The fastball inside, ball one to the catcher. That one, fastball, also misses in. 2-0 to Marshall Rich. Medina looking to get back into this count. The fastball also misses. 3-0. Not happy with that call is Medina. Medina kicks and fires a 3-0. That one finds the dish. 3-1 our count, as that one is called a strike. Medina kicks, delivers. That one fouled off by Marshall Rich into the bleachers over here by the booth. Three and two our count. Marshall Rich looking to stay alive here as that one is tapped right in front of the plate, but then kicks foul. Rich put a bit of English on that one, as Alvarez will tap it foul. Rich with good speed had a good chance of beating that one out, even with the catcher Anthony Alvarez coming out to get it. We'll do the 3-2 again here as Medina kicks and delivers the slider. Fisted by Rich over to second base. But that play will be made for out number 2 here. First 2 guys to come up in this inning are retired by Medina. Looks like he might be settling in a little bit. That brings up the left fielder, Nate Thompson. Nate Thompson coming from Los Angeles, California, where he fouls one off over the third base bullpen. As Medina's doing a good job of getting ahead of batters this inning. Slider there. Home plate umpire says no swing. As the count will be 1-1 as that one was in the dirt. In the turf, I should say. Not a whole lot of dirt on this field. None to be exact. One on one our count as Medina throws another slider. This one doesn't find the zone either. 2-1 our count. A fastball delivered by Medina, hit high into shallow center field by Nate Thompson. This will end the top half of the inning. As Medina settles in there and goes 1-2-3. And we'll go to the bottom of the third here. 3-0 in favor of the Road Warriors here at Washington Wild Things Ballpark. Morrell back out there for the bottom half of the third for the Road Warriors. Casey Whitmore will lead off for the Wolfpac as she is DHing today. She's done a little bit of pitching as well for Joe Torre's team. As she fouls that one off, heads up. Ooh. She fouls that one off, clips the net, and lands over in the bleachers by some of the maintenance crew here at Washington Wild Things Ballpark. They do a lovely job getting the stadium ready. Swing and a miss there on a fastball by Morrell. The count is 0-2. Casey has played with Team USA Baseball for their women's baseball national team, women's national baseball team, I should say. Two-way player, as she will pitch and play the field. She hits that one high And Rich is tracking it straight back, but that will be just over the net into the stands. As the count will remain 0-2. 1-2, excuse me. That fastball misses high. 2-2 our count here. That one not there either. The count running full. Casey doing a good job of working the count, seeing some pitches, looking for a pitch she likes. That one fouled straight back into the netting. We'll remain at 3-2. That one runs in and gets her as she will take a hard 90 to first base. And the Wolfpac will have the leadoff runner on after the hit by pitch. I'll bring up the second baseman, Salcedo, with a runner on first base and nobody out. That one misses for ball one. Morrell kicks and deals strike one to Salcedo. That'll even things out here. That one misses the zone. Marshall Rich fires over to Mccurdy to try and back pick the runner at first to no avail. Mccurdy doing a good job coming off the ground and getting airborne to save that ball from rolling to the right field corner. That one finds the zone, strike two as the count evens out again, 2-2. Morrell kicks and deals this one just a bit low as we will go full count again. Morrell kicks on the fires on the 3-2 as that one misses up and in, as that'll be two free bases to start the inning here with the top of the order due up for the Wolfpac. Good situation here to try and get one, at least one on the board. Mitch Pianick stepping in after a brief mound visit from player manager Carson Mccurdy and Marshall Rich to Eric Morrell on the mound. Pianick will do some damage here if allowed. As he takes strike one over the outside part of the plate. There are no outs here with runners on first and second, so a little bit of work to do for Eric Morrell, the pitcher, the starting righty. As he kicks and deals into the turf, Marshall Rich does a great job of corralling that one and keeping it where it is, not allowing the runners to take an extra 90. This one hit hard down the right field line. Will find fair territory and bounce off the Wild Things gate. This one's going to clear the bases as Salcedo got an excellent read and was on his horse right away. Pianick will coast into second with a bases clearing double. This game is now a one-run game with a runner on second base and no one out. 2-3, still in favor of the Road Warriors. Morrell kicks and deals outside, ball 1 to Joe Impaduglia. Impaduglia with a big swing there, but comes up empty, as it looked like Morrell pulled a string on that one. And Paduglia has to dance out of the way of that one, as that one almost ran in and got him in the orange shin guard. 2-1 our count.
It was Mccurdy that walked and scored.
Mccurdy
walked and scored.
No.
Who's 38?
Casey Whitmore led off the inning with a walk.
And who
Or she got hit by a pitch.
And
then Salcedo got
Oh, that was Salcedo?
Yes. Mercado is.
Well, Salcedo got moved.
Nope. Morrell checks on Pianick at second base with a pick, but kicks and fires there and delivers a pitch 2-2 as that one finds the zone. Swing and a miss there by Joe Impaduglia. Looked like another possible changeup there from Morrell, as that will be out number 1. And we'll bring in the big right-handed hitter, Slayton Vaughn. Morrell kicks and deals. This one hit hard into center field, but the center fielder, Bradley Roberto, able to get underneath that one. The runner, Mitch Pianick, not able to go anywhere, as that will be 2 outs, and Pianick will remain at second base. That'll bring up the left-hand hitter, Simone, playing left field today, as he takes strike 1. Morrell doing a good job of getting back into the zone after issuing 2 free bases, both of which came around to score on the Pianick double. Has tightened it up and gotten ahead of each of the next 3 batters. That one will find the zone as well, as Simone starts to offer but doesn't quite come around. Morrell looking to end the inning right here. Strand Mitch Pianick at second base and preserve his 1-run lead. That one is hit high and deep down into left field, as that one is called foul by the home plate umpire. Turf pellets kicked up, I thought, on the line. He has a better angle than I do, though. As that one was surely close either way. The count remains 0-2 after that foul ball is called. That one had double and RBI written on it if it had landed fair. Morrell kicks and fires. That one fouled straight back. No question about this one. Man, that was close. We don't have replay here. But that one certainly looked to be pretty close to on the line. At least from the booth. Morrell comes set. Kicks and delivers. A fastball hit well into left field. The runner, Pianick, will just go to third base and not advance as Nate Thompson, left fielder, was crashing hard and has a decent arm out there. Pianick has good wheels. I was curious to see him pull up at third base. He's got a lot of faith in Cody Lovejoy, who steps into the box now. That one is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1, 1-0 to the center fielder. This one hit high into the morning sky into right field. Olmsted will range underneath that and secure it for out number 3. The Wolfpac will get 2 back there on 2 walks and an RBI double by Mitch Pianick, and Morrell will end the scoring there. Scores 3-2 after 3 innings of play in this 7-inning game. And we'll be right back.
My ball to right, one out. Batter's hit and takes first base. Fly out to right. The batter at first got hit. Oh, I missed it.
James Smybert up now. After Medina was able to get Berto to fly out to right, but dinged Taylor Olmsted as Olmsted went and took second base on the steal. Good slide there as the ball did come out on the tag. No signal from the umpire on that pitch. Not sure if it's 2-0 or 1-1. To Smybert, who takes a swing and hits that one high, but just foul as the spry Joe Torre was chasing that one down with some intent there, doing his best to get to it. He did tell me yesterday, sooner or later, he's gonna leave the field of play to make a catch here. Taylor Olmsted takes off there, but Smybert has to foul it off to keep his at-bat alive. Medina will kick and do a little inside move there to keep Olmsted honest at second base as he's been trying to swipe third as well. That one misses inside in the turf and gets away from Anthony Alvarez, the catcher, and Olmsted will get his base regardless. Two and two to James Smybert as he swings and misses at a nice little backdoor slider. Caught him off balance for out number 2. That brings up the big lefty, Carson Mccurdy. Road Warriors have been rolling back-to-back lefties with Smybert and McCurdy. A lot of pop and danger in that lineup. Road Warriors have liked that combination of Smybert, McCurdy back-to-back. Hasn't seemed to matter whether it's a lefty or a righty on the mound. Those two have managed to be productive. As Alvarez comes out with a little kick slide there and fields that one in the turf, and that will go to 2-0 and keep Olmsted at third base, not allowing him to score as he's just 90 feet away from doing so. Slider there just below the zone. 3-0 our count. McCurdy hits this one hard down the line in right field, but foul. I see his little green light swinging on 3-0. Three and one our count now with 2 outs and a runner just 90 feet away from scoring as McCurdy hits this one hard to Salcedo at second base, and Salcedo will retire him at first to end the inning. The threat of Taylor Olmsted at third will not come to pass, as Medina has thrown up 2 zeros in a row now for the Wolfpac. Doing a good job of giving this team a chance to come back into this one. New pitcher on the mound for the Road Warrior Black Sox, as it's the big righty. I believe this is Brandon Cloutier. Ken, who's the pitcher? As it's Andrew Kramer now doing the pitching for the Road Warrior Black Sox here in the bottom of the fourth. That'll conclude the day for Eric Morrell as he went 3 innings, giving up just 2 hits and 2 runs. A few punch outs, a few walks to go along with that. That'll bring up the right-handed third baseman, Joe Torre. Torre shows bunt. Torre showed bunt. This is that one missed a little higher than Torre would have liked and pulled back. Gave a little fake flinch to mess with Andrew Kramer, our pitcher on the mound. Torre walks out of the 1-0 for a 2-0 count now, as that one also misses. Torre feeling really good and in control in this at bat. Breaking ball just missed the zone as we go to 3-0 here. Looked like more of a 12-6 style curveball compared to a sweeping slider. 4-pitch pass for Joe Torre as none of those find the zone, and Andrew Kramer will work with the guy on first base, the leadoff runner on first base.
Probably the worst guy in the block.
Joe Torre said it in a meeting a couple days ago. Why would you walk me? One of the worst hitters here. Yeah, give me the free base, please. Puts Anthony Alvarez up, and he's squaring to bunt and steps out of the way of that one as that one's over the plate for strike one. Oh, and 1 our count to Alvarez with Torre on first base after a 4-pitch walk. Ooh, good pitch there. Must have just missed the zone outside as we go to 1-1 here. Kramer kicks and delivers fastball inner part of the plate, strike 2. 1-2 our count here to catcher Anthony Alvarez. Torre getting a little froggy over there at first base. Ooh, curveball. Buckled Alvarez, made him duck, thinking it was a fastball at the dome. Just misses the zone. 2-2 our count here. Torre fakes stealing, takes a hard couple steps as that one's hit straight up. Excuse me. Kramer underneath that one. Secure the pop out in front of home plate for out number 1. That one misses low and in. Ball 1 to Casey Whitmore. Kramer kicks and fires. That one is fouled back. 1-1 our count, bro. 1-1 our count now. Excuse me. Torre taking off on the pitch. Whitmore swings through it. The throw by Rich was there. And looks like the Torre just got underneath the tag at second base. Stolen base for the 37-year-old vet Joe Torre as the count moves to 1-2 on Casey Whitmore. Whitmore has an opportunity to drive in a run with the single here. Joe Torre knows his arms. As that one is fouled straight back. Joe Torre knows his arms as he's responsible for signing and getting most of the players into this league. So he knows who he can run on and who he can't.
Big hole on the right side. We always try to hit it there.
Kramer mixes his looks to keep Torre on to second base. This one fouled straight back over the booth. Will remain at 1-2. Kramer steps off, cycling back through his signs with catcher Marshall Rich. Torre getting real froggy out there at second base. Whitmore slaps this one into the ground over at third base. Frank Pockel takes it, checks the runner Torre at second, and fires over for the out. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the fourth.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, man.
A good back pick from Marshall Rich down to second base to try and get Joe Torre. Throws on the money. Torre got in just before. We count as 1-0 as that pitch was a ball to Salcedo. Battle finding the zone. Count moves to 1-1 as Andrew Kramer deals a strike. Marshall Rich lobbing a high one to Spencer Hand, trying to keep Joe Torre napping. Thinking the slow one won't see it or won't hear it. Torre Lilly not even facing third base as he evens out and takes his lead as that one is fouled into the Road Warrior bullpen. 1-2 our count. Strike 3 looking for Salcedo as Kramer gets the call to end the inning. Straining Joe Torre at second base. Throwing up a 0 for the Road Warrior Road Warrior Black Sox. Excuse me. On to pitch now for the Wolfpac is reliever Matt Cologne. The big-bodied righty comes from the sidearm angle. Features a crisp fastball. Hovering in that 77 to 81, 2 touching 83 range. Features a rather effective slider coming off of that fastball, coming from that lower arm slot. And he's going to be in to face righties Frank Potkel, Derek Hurt, and then Spencer Henn, and then Marshall Rich if he gets there. Frank Potkel will step in. Clean up hitting today for the Road Warriors. Who's that one? It was delivered by Cologne, and Frank not offering a swing. Cologne kicks and deals, fastball outside for a ball. The score is 3-2 here in the top of the 5th. As that one is hit right back up the middle off Cologne's leg. Salcedo able to range back over and get to it, but can't field it cleanly as he had to field and fire in one motion. Frank Potkel will beat that one out for an infield single. That'll bring up Derek Hurt with a man on first and no outs. Takes a slider for strike one. That one misses 1-1. Catcher Alvarez with a slight pause there. He thought that was over the plate. Derek Hurt gets a late time call by the umpire. Cologne delivers anyways, and Hurt just sticks his bat out to poke that one away. Looked like Cologne had fired a slider there. Maybe Hurt will use that information and take an educated guess as to what's coming next. Frank Potkel not with the very aggressive lead. He wasn't really going anywhere. That one chopped into the 3-4 hole, but Salcedo ranges over. No play at second base, as that one will be a 4-3 with no chance at the double play there. That'll bring up Spencer Henn with one out and a runner in scoring position, as Frank Potkel is on second after the ground out by Hurt. Cologne kicks and deals. This one's way high and outside. 1-0 our count here to Henn, the second baseman. Henn's been playing good defense as of late. Been solid defensively over at third base, and he's over at second as well. This one hit into the 5-6 hole. Joe Torre ranges over and collects it. Takes a couple steps while looking at Frank at second base, keeping the runner planted there, not allowing the free 90. Fires over to Slayton Vaughn for out number 2. That'll bring up the catcher, Marshall Rich. Rich coming to us from Southern Illinois. Takes ball one there as Alvarez shows off the athleticism, keeping that one from rolling to the backstop. Slider comes all the way across, but not in the zone. 2-0. That one misses. 3-0 count now. Four-pitch walk there by Cologne. So Marshall Rich. That'll bring up the left fielder, Nate Thompson. That one misses out over left-handed batter's box as the slider breaks a little bit too much for the call. As Alvarez will go out and have a chat with Cologne, and Torrey will join in. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of inning number 5. Score is 3-2 with all the scoring being done by both teams in the first 3 innings to this point, as that's a fastball yanked away. The Road Warrior Black Sox put up 1 early in the first and then 2 in the second. The Wolfpac answered with 2 in the bottom of the third, and we've been in a deadlock since then as both teams failed to put one across in the fourth. Cologne finds the zone there with the fastball down the heart of the plate. Good take by Nate Thompson, as even though that one was a 2-0 fastball down the middle, it was 6 straight balls from the righty Cologne. Make him find the zone before pulling the trigger, as that's a slider that probably would have been called a strike, but fouled off by Nate Thompson. Cologne comes set. Good hold here. Mixes timings. Fastball taken for strike 3. Looking punch out by the umpire to end the inning for Cologne, as he'll walk away with a 0, stranding runners on first and second. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Washington Wild Things Ballpark in game 1 of 2. As right after this one, we'll have a short break, and these two teams will go right back at it. New pitcher on the mound for the Road Warriors. Just one inning of work for Andrew Kramer as he's able to get a 0. As it looks like Brandon Cloutier out on the mound for Road Warriors. Top of the order due up for the Wolfpac with Mitch Pianick, the switching shortstop leading off. With the high volume of righty pitchers, have mostly seen Mitch from the left-handed batter's box. Hits for good power and contact from both sides, and obviously the speed plays from anywhere. As the pitch from Cloutier misses 1-0. That one misses, must have been just below the zone. 2-0 our count. That one, a breaking ball hit up the middle by Pianick. Fielded cleanly and fired over by Smybert. Unable to rein it in is Carson Mccurdy, and Mitch Pianick will be on first base with a leadoff runner aboard in a 1-run ball game here in the bottom of inning number 5. 3-2 is our score. Leadoff runner on first for the Wolfpac with Joe Impeduglia, the lefty, playing right field coming up. Ball one taken, squirts behind the catcher Marshall Rich. He's able to get it without Pianick able to take the base and advance to second. Getting jumbled up on my words here. English is hard. Pianick not really going anywhere with that type of lead, just kind of standing straight up, seeing what's going on as that pitch is misses high. 2-0 our count to Joe Impeduglia, the right fielder. That one in the turf as Marshall Rich drops and blocks and makes the save. 3-0 our count to Impeduglia. Gotta imagine he's going to take here and hope for another miss from Cloutier, getting the free pass, putting runners on first and second with the 3-hole. Pianick up, steals the base. That's ball 4 anyways. Rich throws, being competitive. Runners will be on first and second for the big 3-hole first baseman, Slayton Vaughn. Not the guy you necessarily want to face here in a 1-run ball game with runners on first and second. Slayton Vaughn is leading the league in doubles. And I have to imagine he wants to hit one here. Both runners good with the wheels as that slider misses in the dirt and outside. Both runners are speedy. So a single will probably score Pianick unless it's not very well hit. A ball in the gap could score Impaduglia all the way from first base. That one misses 2-0. That one taken for a strike. Same thing Nate Thompson did in the last half. Slayton Vaughn just did. The batter before got 4 straight. He went to a 2-0 count, making it 6 straight. Take a fastball. Not a bad idea. This one is a slider hit into the left field corner. Almost on cue is a double for Slayton Vaughn. That scores Mitch Pianick easily. A late hold by the third base coach and a good one to hold up Joe Impaduglia as the relay was good from the middle infield there to catcher Marshall Rich. It'll be second and third, nobody out, with Joe Simone coming up to bat. Carson Mccurdy, the player manager, intentionally walking Joe Impaduglia and Joe Simone. And Simone was questioning the move with his hands up, asking, "Why me? Let me have the chance to drive in some runs." And Joe, the umpire, takes the bat from him and tosses it to the dugout. Not a scenario you see every day, as we'll have bases loaded, nobody out for the right-handed Cody Lovejoy. McCurdy trying to help out his righty reliever by letting him face another righty instead of a lefty, but he misses with ball 1. That pitch finds the zone, 1-1 our count. We have some action in the Road Warrior bullpen as sidearm reliever Norman Coleman Goodwin is getting hot. Big swing and a miss from Cody Lovejoy as the count moves to 1-2. That pitch is outside, would have been a ball. Lovejoy sticks the barrel of the bat out there and flips in a single. As a run will score on the single, but Slayton Vaughn takes a big turn with a late hold from the third base coach, Carson Mccurdy, who is acting as the cutoff. Slings it over to third base, Frank Popkel, who makes the tag and tags out Slayton Vaughn at third base. So 1 run there on the single, making this a 4-3 game, but with 1 out. They scored 2.
Yep, it's 4-3.
Yeah. Runners on first and second with 1 out for manager Joe Torre.
Perfect.
Yes. What's up? Joe Torre playing third base today, as I've mentioned earlier, for the Wolfpac. I've just been informed he is stepped away from the managing duties. Just wants to focus on playing. As he hits that one a mile high to shortstop James Smybert, who's underneath it for the catch to get out number 2. As there's a little hope for Cloutier here to escape bases loaded, only surrendering the 2. Their bases loaded with 2 outs for a couple batters now. Anthony Alvarez will come up to do the hitting. Breaking ball over for a strike. Marshall Rich showing off the arm behind the dish with another back pick to second base. Not quite in time, but that one was pretty close. That one fouled off the net. 1-2 are count to Anthony Alvarez. That one misses in the dirt. 2-2 are count as Cloutier offered with a breaking ball that didn't get the chase from Alvarez. Time called by catcher Marshall Rich as he wants to talk things over. There's been the runner on second for a while this inning. Maybe just want to switch up the signs and make sure nothing's getting picked. I personally didn't see anything from, I believe that's Simone on second base. I didn't see him relaying anything, but Marshall Rich clearly saw something he didn't like. 2-2 our count with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th, 2 runs already across for the Wolfpac to take the lead here and make it a 4-3 ball game. Anthony Alvarez looking to drive in another run with a single. This one hit high into foul territory as Carson Mccurdy ranges over to the first base coach's box and puts that one away. Slayton Vaughn coming up big there, delivering a big-time double to tie up the game. And then Joe Simone flipping a single in to get the go-ahead run in for the Wolfpac that inning. As they take a 4-3 lead here going into the 6th inning of this 7-inning affair. New pitcher on the mound for the Wolfpac. Looks like it's Ty Wickline wearing number 39. Wickline coming from Waynesburg University. Stands 6'2", weighing in at 185 pounds. Lefty working from the third base side of the rubber. Has shown a fastball and a curve so far in warm-ups already. Due up is 9-1-2 in the order for the Road Warrior Black Sox. That'll be Bradley Roberto, affectionately just called Berto, then Taylor Olmsted, and then James Smybert. So lefty, righty, lefty here for Wickline as he delivers strike one to Berto. That one misses down and away. 1-1 our count. 2-1 our count as that one misses in the same spot, down and away. Another one, similar location, not quite as far. 3-1 our count. That'll be a free pass there. That one was nowhere close. Road Warriors get a leadoff runner on with the top of the order coming up. Good things are bubbling here for the Road Warriors as they're looking to get back into this one as they surrendered the lead last inning, giving up a 2 spot. They're down just 1 here, looking to at least tie it up going into the final inning. But for now, we are in the 6th with leadoff man Taylor Olmsted. Takes a big hack, and that one is just foul. That one's chopped over the third base line, but foul, says home plate umpire Joe. Oh, and 1 our count to the leadoff righty Taylor Olmsted. Olmsted hits this one high, but not very far, as Salcedo, the second baseman, ranges back just a couple feet into right field and puts that one away for out number 1. A big first out there for Wickline, as that'll bring up the first half of the lefty power brothers for the Road Warriors in James Smybert. That one misses high above the zone. Berto took a couple hard steps after his lead, making Anthony Alvarez, the catcher, pop up in anticipation of throwing down to second. This one hit hard into right center. Cody Lovejoy will range over and collect that one for out number 2, however. Berto will retreat back to first base. Nothing doing. 2 outs, runner on first. Leadoff runner. Not coming up big yet for the Road Warriors here. Carson Mccurdy looking to change that. McCurdy takes strike 1 from Wickline. Fastball. Looked a little up, a little in, but in the zone. That one's there. McCurdy disagrees, however. 0-2 the count. Berto with the lead over at first base. Alvarez wanted that one way outside and got it there, but in the turf, 1 and 2, as that one was not going to be a strike regardless. McCurdy's a good enough hitter where if you get 0 and 2, you don't want to take a chance and leave one over the heart. As he's going to be in protect mode, and if he gets one there, it's a good chance it gets hit a long way. Slider just fought off by McCurdy. Count will remain 1 and 2. That one in the dirt, no offer by McCurdy, but Berto can't go anywhere as Alvarez does a good job keeping it close. 2 and 2 our count. Wickline lifts, delivers. That one, a fastball bounce past, looked like it hit off the plate, got away from Alvarez as he tried to glove it. 3 and 2 our count to McCurdy with 2 outs. Berto moves up 90 feet to second base. That one flicked and rolled over to the second baseman, Salcedo. Good pitch there. Looked like a breaking ball working to the bottom. McCurdy a little out front, just able to get enough wood on it, but kept it fair. For out number 3, the leadoff runner will not come to pass, as he could only advance up to second base before the inning. That half of the inning ended. A 0 for the Road Warriors, as the score remains 3-4, moving into the bottom of inning number 6. Due up for the Wolfpac will be Casey, the DH. Whitmore takes ball 1, 1-0 count to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6th. She shows bunt, tries to push one, doesn't quite get enough or doesn't get it quite enough towards the line, as Cloutier, the pitcher, is able to range over and put that one away pretty easily for out number 1. That one not finding the zone. Breaking ball. Started off in the zone, worked its way out. A high-quality pitch, just not in that situation. 2-0 our count. Strike 1. As a little bit of complaints leaking out of the Wolfpac bullpen. That one is hit hard but foul. 2-2 as this will even things back up. Swing and a miss from Salcedo. That'll be strike 3 as Cloutier gets the first 2 he faces before facing the top of the order and Mitch Pianick. That one is fouled straight back for strike 1. Oh, and 1 our count to the leadoff batter here in Mitch Pianick, third batter of this inning, as that's a fastball in the turf. Pellets popping up. 1-1 our count. Pianick hits this one on the ground, but foul, not very hard. McCurdy rolls over and collects the foul ball. 1-2 our count. Pianick hits this one hard and high to center field. Berto turns and looks. That one hits off the wall in left center. More center field, just slightly left. Hit right in between the Miller Lite and Washington and Jefferson College sign, as that'll be a double for the shortstop Mitch Pianick. That one, a curveball in the dirt, unable to be corralled by catcher Marshall Rich, as Mitch Pianick will move up 90 feet to third base. 1-0 the count to Joey Padugli. And Padugli fouls this one off to the first base side, right up against the netting of the first base dugout. 1-1 our count. Cloutier gets his sign, comes set, delivers. This ball hit well and high into right field along the line. Not enough length to it, though, as Taylor Olmsted is able to range underneath that one for out number 3, and the double by Mitch Pianick will not come around to score. The score will remain the same, 3-4, going into the away half of the last inning here in the 7th. The Road Warriors need to get one to keep this thing alive. Owen Reith will come in for the Wolfpac for the close situation. He'll face Frank Podkol, Derek Hurt, and Spencer Henn.
Strike one, says the umpire. Ball one, says the umpire. Ball two. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Ball one, says the umpire. Hurt at bat. Ball two. Dog back, 2-2. Third strikes out.
Strikeout there by Owen Reith to get Derek Hurt. With Frank Podkul on first, 1 out here in the top of 7. Road Warriors still chasing one. They need to get that guy in. That one misses low to Spencer Henn. Spencer Henn takes a big hack, but doesn't hit this one very hard, but foul. 1-1 the count. Fouled off there by Henn off the catcher Alvarez. 1-2 will be our count now. Strike 3 call on the fastball on the black. Spencer Henn clearly didn't think it was there. And that's a big out, as now the Wolfpack are just 1 out away from closing this one. Frank Podkul getting froggy, stealing the base, getting into scoring position. Now only a single for Marshall Rich should be able to score him. Marshall Rich fouls this one off. Looked like got pretty high up on the handle of the bat. Owen Reith doing a good job of working both sides of the plate so far today. Parachute pitch, I believe he calls it a forkball from Owen Reith. Is that one Bugs Bunny type changeup getting to home plate, throws Rich for strike 2. The Wolfpack just 1 pitch away here from getting game number 1 in a crucial doubleheader. Swing and a miss by Marshall Rich. That'll do it here for game 1 of this doubleheader between the visiting Road Warrior Black Sox and the home Wolfpack. As the Wolfpack win this one by a score of 4-3. Both teams had 7 hits. The big 2 runs for the Wolfpack came in the 5th when they were down 3-2, and they were able to get 2 across to take the lead and hold on to end this one. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll have about a 15 to 20 minute intermission in between game 1 and 2, and we will be back with game 2. Thank you for tuning in to Yinzer League Baseball.